Hi again, this is Nahid from Synthron Media, and today I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're going to learn how to use Google Analytics for enhanced e-commerce to track events on specific pages on a website. Let's say we have a Shopify website. So I have created a demo Shopify website here. Let's go into preview. And what we want to do is track various events in all our product pages. So how do we identify our product pages? If we click on any product, we are redirected to that specific products page. And all products page have this word, products, in their name. If I go to a different page, different product page, let's say this tuxedo page, it also has products in the URL. Or I can go to maybe this white top page. See, they all have this common term, products, in their URL. So now we are going to try and track various events, customer interactions on these different product pages only. So what sort of interactions could be? There could be different types of button clicks. People might try to select any text. You can scroll on this product page, etc. Or they might even try to put in their email for a subscription. Or they could even click on the search button and try to search. So whenever these events, user interactions take place in any of these product pages, we will be able to track them using GA4 or Google Analytics 4 enhanced e-commerce. Now let's get into it. First, because we're going to use Google Tag Manager to use our Google Analytics tags, we will have to first integrate Google Tag Manager with our Shopify website. So we need to go to Google Tag Manager. In Google Tag Manager, we need to create separate containers for server and website. Now let's go into our web container. Okay. From our web container, we will need this ID. So if we click on it, a code snippet shows up. We can just copy and paste it in our Shopify website, but we're not going to do that. We will do it in a different manner to make sure that we are able to track all the e-commerce events on our Shopify website as well. So what we do is go to our Shopify store admin. From the left panel, we click on online store, then themes. In themes, if we come to this three-dot menu just beside customize, there is an option called edit code. Click on edit code. Now we can see various folders which contain all the theme related code files of our website or our Shopify store, however you may want to call it. Now let's click on snippet. We are going to add a new snippet. The snippet is, we're going to call this snippet Ultimate Data Layer. This is basically activating data layer for our Shopify store on Google Tag Manager. Copy it, paste, done. Now in this ultimate data layer.liquid file, we are going to paste a whole bunch of codes which comes from this GitHub repository. So we're going to copy the whole code file and put it in here. It's done. Just click on save. Now we need to go to templates and not templates, in layout, and click on this theme.liquid file. In the theme.liquid file, right after the head tag, we are going to add a code to integrate our Google Tag Manager. So before we do that, let's go to our ultimate data layer.liquid. We already have the code snippet to connect our Google Tag Manager here. If we scroll up just a bit, right, in our theme.liquid file, we will search for the closing head tag, and we have to add this code snippet just above the closing head tag, or we can put it just below the opening head tag. So it has to be in between the head opening and closing head tag. Now let's add it here. And in this GTM-000, we are going to put in our web container code, web container ID. This is our web container ID, which we got from where? Our Google Tag Manager web container. In the web container, click on this ID here and just copy it, paste it in the theme.liquid after GTM. Okay, done. Save it. Now we need to add another portion of code for checkout and the subsequent steps, e-commerce event steps, because with this ultimate data layer.liquid file, we have events up to let's see, we have events up to add to cart, but this begin checkout, we have events up to begin checkout but not purchase. For purchase, when we do, this is a free Shopify website, or when we buy the basic plan, we don't have a specific theme file which would be called checkout.liquid. If we had checkout.liquid, we would have to paste this code for purchase in the checkout.liquid file. Because we don't have it here, we have to go to settings and then in checkout. In checkout, we're going to have to paste this checkout.liquid code copy it and paste it. Go to the very top portion, and here we need to add the GTM web container name again. Save it. Now we're going to test if the data layer has been activated for our Shopify store. Let's go to Google Tag Manager web container. Just click on preview. Put in the URL of our Shopify store. Paste it here, click on connect, and we have our Shopify store open here. We just scrolled on the landing page. Then if we press on, let's say we press on a button, view all button, let's see what is happening in our tag assistant. So we can see that when we clicked on the view all button, it opened and showed us all the products in our store on our website. So this is a view item list event. This page was opened, viral buys, tracking.myshopify.com collection solved. Yes, this page was opened. Sorry. And in this page, we have DOM ready. What is DOM ready? As we know, on any website, if we go to inspect, we can see its document object model, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all the codes which makes up the site. That is the DOM, document objective model. So the DOM ready event means the web page loaded on a browser. Now let's go to data layer, and we can see the data layer is working. All the data, event data, which is caused due to user interaction on our site, has shown up. That means Shopify data layer is working now. We are good to go. Now, what we need first is a Google Analytics property and data stream for our Shopify store. So we go to Google Analytics, and now we will be creating a new one, creating a new account for our new store. So this is our store's homepage URL in Google Analytics. Click on create, click on account. I'm going to name my account, let's say and then just click on next. Whoops. Click on next, and now in property details, I'm going to put in for property, account name is viral buys tracking dash my Shopify. So property name would be let's give it the same name, or maybe just viral buys tracking. That's good enough. United States, Los Angeles time. Well, time is what my time is, which is in Bangladesh. I need to go to GMT plus 6. Seems GMT plus 6 is not available here. In that case, we can just go with, oh, sorry. We have to first click in, checking the country name here, Bangladesh. And we got GMT plus 6 Bangladesh time. Currency, US dollar. Yes, on my website, the currency is all in US dollar. So let's keep it that way. You don't need to go into advanced options. Just click on next. Business details, industry category. It is definitely a shop. So we can select shopping. After that, let's go with small. Next. And choose your business objectives. It's an e-commerce store, so definitely drive online sales. And we go to create. We have to check this box of the terms and data processing terms, etc. I accept. Now, because we're going to be collecting data for our Shopify website, we're going to select web. Put in our website name, not the whole URL. HTTPS is already present there. And what are we going to name our stream? So we can call it viral buys tracking enhanced e-commerce, because we will be using it for enhanced e-commerce tags. Now we don't need to do anything else here. If you click on for more, you will see that all types of measuring options are available. Now create stream. It is showing the installation instruction and telling us to put this snippet, this Google tag for Google Analytics on our website's code base, but we're not going to do that, definitely not. Where we are going to put it is, all we need is this, our measurement ID. So for the measurement ID, we can copy it. And now we go back to our Google Tag Manager. Here, we're going to create a tag. New tag configuration. From here, we're going to select Google Tag. And in Google Tag, you see, we need to put the tag ID. It says here, a tag ID is an identifier that you put on your page to load a given Google tag. So we can have various types of tag IDs. We can have tag IDs for Google Analytics. We can have for Google Ads accounts. So it says, where is my tag ID? Where do I get it from? So install Google Tag on your website. If we go for further explanation, here it says simply, pick a product you use to set up the Google Tag. So you can have Google Tag for Google Ads, Google Analytics, Google Tag in Google Tag Manager. It's showing the way. So let's do it already. In the Google Tag, we put in the tag ID. Let's check one more time. Yes, that's it. That is the Google Tag ID. In configuration settings, we don't have to put in anything. Shared event settings, event setting variable, nothing. We don't need to do anything here. Just in triggering, we need to select all pages. Well, if we select all pages, the Google Analytics tag will be triggered for all pages. It will be sending data to all the pages of our website. Or we can choose to do it differently. Let's save it in all pages for now, and we can call it GA4 configuration. Save it. Now, if we want to create a new tag, and this would be Google Analytics, we could have selected the Google tag from here as well. It's the same thing. The Google tag is a universal tag for all Google products. Now in Google Analytics, we need GA4 event. So in event, we put in the measurement ID. Again, and event name, we're going to just put in event. This event name is a default event name which is present in our Google Tag Manager, because we're going to track all sorts of events which happen on the product pages of our Shopify store. So we selected event for event name. Then in event parameters, user properties, more settings, we are going to select send e-commerce data, source is data layer, advanced settings, enable custom tag firing schedule only. We don't need any of those. Once per event, tag sequencing, conditional settings. Now, what would be the triggering for this one? We only want to track the events on specific specific pages of our website. Which pages? Product pages. Let's do that. To do that, let's just leave it with all pages for now and call it GA4 enhanced e-commerce. Save it. Now let's go create a trigger, a custom trigger. In the trigger, we will create a page view trigger, but not for all pages, some pages. Which pages? Pages which have URL contains, what do they contain? Just a second. Yes, pages with URLs which contain products. Let's call it event products page view products. So what does our events look like? If we have opened any page, undefined, window loaded, undefined, event GTM load, okay, we would have to test it first. Let's call it page view for now. How do we know what to name it? We can go straight to GA4 recommended events. This is Google's own support page. And what sort of events do we have here? Okay, we'll come back to that later. Let's go with our page view event for now. Save it. Let's test it first. Let's test it first. Yep. GA4 enhance e-commerce. Open the tag. We're going to change the trigger. We will change the trigger again later. You will see why. Event page view products. Save it. Now we're going to go to preview. Continue. So this is our home page. GA4 enhanced commerce has not been fired yet. But if sorry about that. If we go to our website and click on any specific product, what happens then? It's a product. This URL has products. Let's see in our, yep. In our preview mode of the web container, in our Google Tag Assistant, we can see GA4 e-commerce has been fired once because we viewed a product page. Now let's go to another product page. See, in viral buys tracking home, GA4 enhanced e-commerce not fired. But whenever we go to any of the product pages, let's go to these product pages. URL contains products. GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag does fire. What else can we track on this page? We did some scrolling. Data layer event has scroll depth, gtm.scroll depth, that's the event name. View item, that's another event. What is this? Message, container loaded, and a bunch of other stuff. Let's do some clicking on any of the specific product page. Again, first go to our home page, and as you can see in our tag assistant in the home page, we don't have the GA4 enhanced e-commerce. Sorry, let's change the name of it. It's not enhanced e-commerce, it would be enhanced e-commerce. Save it. Remove the preview pages, preview tabs actually, and then go to preview again. Open our store site. Home page was opened. What happened? GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag did not fire. But whenever we go to, let's say if we go to collections, does the GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag fire? No, it doesn't, because the URL does not have products. Go to any products, one we have not selected before, and we have GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag firing because the URL contains products. Now let's do some activities on this product page. We're going to click on email field over here. Should we type in something? Let's say test@gmail.com. We're going to increase the number of quantity of products to 2. Let's select a bit of text, scroll up, scroll down, press on search, close it. Let's see how much can our tag assistant follow. Form start, yep. Why? Because we began typing in this form field. What else happened? Let's check out what are the name of these events. Event name, form start, scroll, then scroll depth. It is called GTM scroll depth. Window loaded. That's nothing new. View item. Well, we viewed the product anyway. So we want to track various interactions on product pages, right? Let's say we click on add to cart. It's on the product page. What happens then? In our tag assistant, we can see an add to cart event showing up. But these all are happening only in the products pages. Problem is, the problem is we are getting the tag to fire only on product pages. That's fine, but and we're sending e-commerce data. That's also fine. So now how to make sure we are getting this data in our analytics? Let's go to our analytics data stream. Open this data stream. Not from here. Exit. We're going to select the newly created data stream. So in the viral buys tracking property, we're in the admin section, by the way. From the left navigation menu panel, click on admin. We get to here, select the relevant account and property. After that, go into data streams. Not data streams. We're going to open up the so we go to here it is in debug view, and in debug view we can see that all the interactions which took place on our website are showing up in the debug view, Google Analytics debug view. So let's do it again and see what happens on our website. Let's remove it from our cart first and do a fresh start from our home page. We are going to select any of the product pages. On the product page, we are going to scroll down, scroll up, put some info in the form field, and maybe click on the search button and whatnot. Let's see if it shows up in debug view. We have page view, we have user engagement, but it's not showing up here. Here, we're getting the page view event. Right, it showed up. It has shown up already. We got the page view event. We have our Google Tag Manager JavaScript tag firing. Then we scrolled form start for because we played around with this form field. Are we waiting for something else to show up? Okay, that's it. So yes, this is how we can get any interactions on our product page to appear in our Google Analytics, in our Google Analytics property. So what else are we going to do today? We can also specify just which events we want to send to our Google Analytics for this specific, when this specific tag fires on our product pages only. Sorry about that. So when certain events take place in our product pages, we want to get only those events sending data to our Google Analytics and nothing else. Let's say, for example, we don't want this scroll event or form start event to be sending data to Google Analytics. What do? We can go to our tag. We can go to our Google Tag Manager web container. Here we need to go into triggers. In triggers, yes. In triggers, we are going to create, let's say, let's say we want to send a new event to Google Analytics. What is this event? This event is whenever we click on anything, this should be tracked. So we need to go to our Google Tag Manager web container. In triggers, we go to new. Before going to new, we need to go to variables. In variables, we need to configure everything related to clicks. Yes, these are all default variables, built-in variables. Just checking the boxes. Now that the boxes have been checked in, go to triggers. In triggers, go to new. In new, we're going to track a click. All elements, all clicks or some clicks. Some clicks with the page URL. Yes, let's see. Fire the trigger when an event occurs and all of these conditions are true. The page URL contains products. We're going to track all the, sorry about that. We're going to track all the clicks on all our product pages. So let's see, this is a click, this is a click, this is a click. Are they showing up in our Google Tag Assistant right now? Nope. We see add to cart. That is a default e-commerce event. We have form submit. That is also a default e-commerce event. But what if clicks happen somewhere else? Like I increase the number of quantities. Did it track that interaction? No. Let's make it so that we can track all clicks on our product pages. So where was I? I was in creating a trigger. Page URL contains products. Just paste it here and we can call it event click products pages. Just save it. Now let's go to our tags. Before that, we're going to it's okay. We're going to close this preview mode and our web page as well. In the GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag, we're going to change our trigger. Change the trigger to event click on product pages. Now save it. What happens? We can check it out in our preview mode. In preview mode, we connect our website to our Google Tag Assistant, and in Google Tag Assistant, check this out. So our website did just load on our home page, and even if we load our view all, that is our collections page, the GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag did not fire because the trigger setting does not allow it to fire when we are on any page other than the products page. Now let's see some more fun things. Let's select any product which we have not selected till now. So we just loaded a products page, a web page with the word products in its URL, but it is a page view event. We have removed the trigger for page view event from our tag right now. So would this tag fire? Let's see. Yellow wool jumper tag still not fired because it is set to only fire when we click on any page that has products in its URL. Let's start clicking on the page. One click, in nowhere, it was tracked, and our GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag fired. What does it show up in variables? gtm.click, data layer, gtm.click, whatever. Now, we can do different types of clicks. We can click to increase the quantity of the product, click the add to cart button, click in the form field, click on the search. Oops, we got out of the products page. Let's go back to our products page and click on the quantity button, add to cart button, the email, that is our form field. Click on search bar and see what happens in our Google Tag Assistant. Yes, we have one click, a bunch of clicks here. And at every click, enhanced e-commerce tag was fired. So this click gives us what sort of information? Click element, data layer variable string. We clicked an HTML button. What is that button about? Let's go to our click ID, no click ID, click text. It was able to identify the click text, increase quantity for yellow wool jumper. See, when we were increasing the quantity for yellow wool jumper by clicking on this plus button, the click was identified by our GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag. What other sort of clicks did we make? on this page. Click text, add to cart. It even got the click ID, product submit button template. Okay, what else did we have? Click, GTM click. What was the click text? Click ID, newsletter form. When we clicked on this form, why isn't it showing up? Yes, when we clicked on this form, this specific click, newsletter form click, event was captured, event data was captured. What else did we click on? This is a totally undefined click because there was no click text. Remember we clicked on empty space on the page? Yeah, that's it. I suppose we got no response or no specific variable showed up here when we clicked on that search section. Sticky header. No. Here in the header section, see, div.search model, content search model. This click was recognized when we clicked on this search icon. So yes, like that we can track every single activity, every single click our visitors may every single bit of our HTML, our visitors may click on specific pages, in this case products pages only. And let's see in analytics, are we getting the data? Analytics takes a little time to show the data in our debug view. Yep. User engagement, scroll, user engagement. These user engagements, they are basically page title, user properties, page location. These user engagement events are our clicks actually. We can name them differently if we want. Now let's see what else can we do. What other sort of triggers are available to track user activities on our products pages in our Shopify store? So we can have link clicks, user engagement, element visibility, form submission, scroll depth, YouTube video. If we had a video on our products page instead of this image, we could track how much of that video was watched by the user. We can do scroll depth, measure exactly what percent of the website was scrolled. This is vertical scrolling. We can do horizontal scrolling as well. And form submission, exactly. Element visibility, how much of the element was visible, minimum percent visible. We can select any specific element, like let's go to our site, inspect. Let's say this yellow wool jumper, this portion of the element, or maybe $80 quantity, this text. We want to click on this text so we can have the or maybe this Shopify section. Let's go for any of the div ID. Shopify section footer, or maybe any other type of div ID. We can select by div class. Class is product, large product. We can select all these elements, every single bit of text, every single bit of every single image, icon, text, whatever this form field, anything that is present on your website's interface, front end user interface, is an element, and we can track user activity based on element visibility. What portion, what percentage of any of these elements was made visible to the user, because this is in the desktop mode. When we go to mobile view, let's say iPhone 14 Max Pro view, this much will show up for user at once. If the user's phone is smaller, iPhone SE, they do not get to see all of your web page at once. They can see up to, let's see, yes, maybe up to add to cart button if this banner was not here, and the rest of it they have to scroll down to view all the element. So in that case, especially when a user is viewing your web page, your product's web page from their mobile phone, this element visibility trigger type can be useful. And we can also do minimum on-screen duration. So we don't want the user, we don't want the element visibility event to cause a tag to fire, our enhanced e-commerce tag to fire, unless, let's say, user spends 20 seconds on a specific products page. Or we can also use, let's say, timer. We just want to track how much time any user spends, or what percentage of our visitors spend, let's say, 15 seconds on yellow wool jumper products page, or any of our products page. Not specifically yellow wool jumper, then we would have to add this yellow wool jumper as well to our trigger, or let's say on all our products page. How much time do users spend? Event name, gtm.timer, interval in milliseconds, number of milliseconds between firing events. Let's say every 10 or 100 milliseconds this event would be firing. Limit the maximum number of times to fire the event. Enable this trigger when all of these conditions are true. We would do the same for this. We would select the page URL, contains, and go for products. Go for products. The trigger fires on all timers. Fire this trigger when an event occurs and all of these conditions are true. Enable this trigger when all of these conditions are true. Yeah, we have already given it once. Let's put it here as well. Page URL, contains, products, limit, interval. So how many milliseconds is a second? 1,000 milliseconds is a second. Let's say 5,000 milliseconds. Every 5 seconds the trigger would be firing, and we can call it event timer products pages. Save it. You most probably have already figured out we're just going to add this to that same tag. What if I want to fire the trigger with both of these tags? Then we need to create a, what do you call it, trigger group. This trigger fires on all conditions. In trigger group, choose a trigger. We have the event click trigger. Choose another trigger. Event timer. So this trigger would fire when both when a visitor clicks on any part of our products pages, or to track the timer of our products pages. So with a trigger group, this trigger would only fire our enhanced e-commerce tag when both of these conditions are true, but we don't want that right now. This card changes. We can do another thing though. Let's say the user did not click on anything on the products page. They just loaded the product page and then got out of the website or closed the product tab. So we want this trigger to fire when the event timer, if the user spends 5 seconds on our products pages, even without clicking on anything on our products page. So we're going to select event click or event timer. For any of these triggering conditions, for any of these activities, whether user spends at least 5 seconds on our products pages or clicks on anything on our products pages, this tag will fire. Let's save it. After saving it, first remove, close the page. Just go to a preview. Yep. Now remember the enhanced e-commerce tag. Sorry about that. It did not fire when the home page of our website, loaded. It does not fire when we go to collections. It does not fire when we go to contacts. Does it? No, it doesn't fire on contacts page. It doesn't fire on collections all page. But when we go to, damn it, when we go to our any of these product pages, let's say some other product pages, this olive green jacket page, what happened in Tag Assistant? Olive green jacket page, GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag fired because of what? Which event was true? 82 timer, 83 timer. We spent enough time here. The timer event fired. The timer even succeeded. We have been spending so much time. Every 5 seconds, we will have the timer firing. Because we are on our product page and spending time more than 5 seconds. Now let's try it again. This time we would go to another product page and just get out of it. So we got to our classic leather jacket page. We did go to this page, classic leather jacket page, but did we have any GA4 tag fired? For what? Oh, we clicked on it. It was a link click because we clicked on this, what do you call it? Our home icon. we went to this classic leather jacket page and clicked on the home icon. This was a link click which redirected us to our home page. That's why we got where was it? Classic leather jacket page. That's why how we were identified, and the GA4, our interaction was identified, and the GA4 enhanced e-commerce tag fired. Now, what if we go to the page and just close the tab? Let's try that as well. Okay, we are going to go into one of the product pages, loads, and close the tab. What happens now? What happened now? Maybe we were a bit too fast. Got no data. What else can we do? Let's see if we can be fast enough. Go here, go there, page loaded, closed, and yes. This time the tag should not be fired. Yes, because we did not spend at least 5 seconds on that page. Neither did we click on any element of that page. So the tag did not fire. Okay, so I think you have a clear idea now on how to track every single interaction on any of the products pages of your Shopify store using GA4 enhanced e-commerce. We would learn a lot more on subsequent classes. So keep following the channel, subscribe and like. Thanks. Bye for now.